Joystick, the Joystick Show. Up, down, down, left, right, B, A select.
Start.
Welcome, gamers, to our twisted reality, the dog days of gaming.
Joystick, the Joystick Show.
Oh yeah, we're starting.
Welcome, everybody, to the Joystick Show. Back again here, under the 30-day mark, as we try to do these more than once a month if we can get to them. It's awesome to have you a part of what we're talking about and get your comments, sarcastic remarks. We love it. And we go by our gamer tags. I'm Bogspear.
I'm Thing12.
And we are a father-son combo. The only father and son combo out there doing this. I don't know if that's true or not. But what we love to talk about is the generational differences between video games. So if this is your first time checking us out, thank you so much. You're now anointed a part of the Rumble Pack, as those that listen and take in the content are so anointed. So let's jump into how do they get a hold of us? If they're new, they want to ask questions, debate us, go back and forth. What do they do?
You can get a hold of us at joystick_show on Twitter, joystickshow.com, or you can email us, joystickshow@gmail.com. And then we also have a Discord at joystick_show.
Fantastic. All right, let's jump right into it, though. Before we do, again, we seem to be turning this show more into a PSA. Ooh, what's that? What do I get going on right now? Maybe because it's like
early morning.
Early morning. We're doing this. I don't know. We have a sponsor, but it's actually a PSA, and the PSA is brought to you by the Association of Chip Makers. We are sorry we can't get to making chips for y'all. That our awesome technology is at the mercy of real-life shortages and manufacturing limitations. We are sorry we didn't stock up on materials that would cost us millions of dollars to do so. We are sorry you have to buy our gaming systems and consoles for 40 to 100% markups by bots and eBayers and Craigslisters. We're sorry. Did we say this? Yes, we are sorry. This message brought to you by the Association of Chip Makers.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice of them, huh? You know, all of them reaching out together, just apologizing. Because that's what everybody does. Just apologize. No, what's the line?
It's not really their fault.
No, the ultimate line, everybody, I love, right? You know how much this gets under my skin. We're sorry for the inconvenience. We're so sorry for the inconvenience. There we go. All right, moving on. Thank you, Chip Makers. Let's talk on the gaming front. What's going on?
Well, what are you doing?
You ask me that every time when I say what's going on. You say what I'm doing.
Yeah.
What do you like to go last all the time? Is that what it is? Okay,
no,
that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
It's all right. I just have started and opened the show. They wanted to hear you, not me.
Okay.
All right.
Let's hear it.
So, you still want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, I just said the dog days of summer because this is always the time where I get some kind of like I don't know, gaming depression where I just cannot, that's not true, you can't use that word, it's too harsh. Just a gaming lull where there's not a lot going on, not a lot of releases, maybe there's some, teases going on, but nothing really cooking that excites me. It's like the dog days of summer, right? At least for me. Now, you with your gaming buddies and everything, you're just flopping back and forth between a lot of the games you've played already, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of where everything is right now with it. So, not a lot. I finished up World of Warships, and I was playing that for a while, and then I went on, but I am telling you, what I am going to do is jump on and check out this new game. It's a free-to-play game called Enlisted, and it's a first-person shooter, but it looks like it's like the graphics are incredible, like really historical and kind of cool looking. I haven't seen much of it or haven't played it yet, so I'll do a review next time. But our little buddy, the Maverick, did a review on it and actually made me interested in checking it out and seeing it. He's on YouTube. We can try to put a link to it as well. But I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna try it, and then I'll get back to you guys next week on it. But it looks like it's a free-to-play game as well, and I just kind of like the graphics and the look of it. So that's what I got cooking. What are you doing?
Well, for me, I am, like you said, I'm going back and forth. Like, I'm playing. It's hard to find a new game right now.
Yep.
With just not wanting to spend the money on it, not having the time to play it because of work and school. But for the most part, I have been able to try this new game, 2 new games actually, on Game Pass. They came out on Game Pass on the PC, so I downloaded them and tried them. The first one was it's called Hades. I don't know if I already talked about it on the show. Talked about getting it, but it's a roguelike, so it's like Risk of Rain 2, which I talked about, where you try and go as long as you can, and then you die, and you restart.
I remember that, yeah.
But in Hades, every time you restart, you've gotten better. So you go on a run, you see as far as you get, you level up, you get farther, then you die, and you go back.
But your level stays the same.
Or well, when you go back with some of the stuff that you earned, and then you make it easier for you to keep going.
Gotcha.
But it's basically like that, and I actually thought I was gonna really enjoy it, but after downloading it and like playing it for like an hour, it kind of got old pretty fast.
What's the theme of it?
The underworld, and like
I assume that's what it was. With Hades, but
basically you play as
little devilish characters.
No, what's the god's name?
Dad.
Oh yeah, what's Hades' dad?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hades' dad, Zeus.
Is that?
No, it's not Zeus. I'm just making it.
Okay, well,
what are you asking me? Like I'm some geekologist or Greekologist.
No, wait. Hades is Hades. No, Hades' son. He plays Hades' son, I think.
Oh, Mercury. No.
Something like that.
Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter,
I don't
Saturn,
know.
Uranus, Neptune.
I don't know. Anyway, it's all about the gods.
What is this?
You keep returning to Hades. You tell him what happened.
Yeah. Just because you're taking AP history doesn't mean Dad is.
That's not an AP history.
I don't know.
It's mythology.
It's mythology. Yeah. Jeez, why don't you keep correcting me this morning? I haven't even woke up.
I
haven't even woken up.
But yeah, you go back. You keep going back to him. You level up. You interact with all different types of gods, and each god gives you certain powers.
Uranus.
At certain times.
That's who it is.
That's not.
That's not it?
No.
Okay.
But yeah, that's kind of the game.
So you only played it a month, and they were like, "No, I'm done."
No, an hour and a half, and then I went back and I played it like a little bit more. But I didn't like it as much as I thought I would. But I can see how people like it. Like if
what's the one unique thing about it that makes it different than all this other stuff that's just repeating itself and throwing different skins out there?
I don't know. I think it's pretty cool to be like, well, it's pretty different. It's a roguelike. It's different than what you're thinking, but compared to other roguelikes, it just has its own unique spin, much like all of them do. Like
unique things you pick up and you take and steal and stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah, and they have their unique twist on it where like, the combat I think is what makes it really good. Like the combat's actually pretty fun, which makes it less repetitive.
Okay.
Because you have your sword or whatever, and then you have, which you can change. You have a ton of different weapons you pick up.
Yeah.
And then you have this little like gem.
Yeah.
And you like shoot it out and attach it to an enemy. When it's on that enemy, they like take more damage or they take.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
More spell damage, or whatever.
Is that a spell type of thing? Gem spell or something?
Yeah, I don't know. But when you kill that enemy, you get it back. So you can kind of combo that.
Nice.
There's dodges. The game's pretty hard, which makes it a little more fun. Right. But yeah.
Now, is you said the combat different? Like I never played, or I did. What didn't we play like a sample of it? And I liked it, but I just never played it. Remember when they came out with the new mechanic where your sword you have to actually swing with your right stick, not just hit a button?
Mm-hmm.
What game was that? Remember a long time ago when we started the show almost. It was
you were talking about.
Yeah, I don't know if we ever played it. It was like I think I tried it. It was a demo or something, but it was really cool. So like when a bow and arrow, you had to pull it back and then shoot it. You know, like it was kind of a little more realistic, almost like the Fight Nights back in the day of the 2000s, where when you swung, you had to swing with both controllers or both.
The Fight Nights is what I remember. I don't remember talking about a modern game.
There was a more modern game that when you battle, and when you hit somebody, if you hit him in the leg or the arm, you did damage where he couldn't move his arm to swing, but he didn't actually, it wasn't just general damage.
Dishonor or.
Yeah. Oh no.
Was that the medieval game that starts with a D?
I think it was. I can't remember the name of it. Anyways,
the night game?
Huh?
The night game?
Yes. Yeah. Anyways, is that play like that or no? When you're saying the combat game?
No.
It's just a button masher.
Right. It's a button masher, but it's combo, so you combo. It's not just
combo.
like, yeah.
Okay.
So it's pretty fun.
Nice.
That, I would say it was a little underwhelming. I was kind of really excited to play it, but it was still good. And then the other thing, I just played, so I just like got it like yesterday, 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And I have not done with it. I've only played it for like an hour now, but I'm not done with it. And it's called Breathedge, and it's a survival game in space.
Ooh.
So it's like the same concept as Subnautica.
Yeah.
Where you have your pod that you go for oxygen.
Sure.
You go out into the ocean, you get materials, you
you
get all
have to
that
go to
stuff.
space.
But this, you have your pod, you go out in space.
That's cool.
And you get a ton of stuff. And like what happened was you're in like this little meteor area, and then somehow your ship exploded. I don't know how. The game's a comedic game, so it's not supposed to be like, it's not supposed to, like, I'm only an hour in, and I can't even count the number of jokes they made.
Really?
And
a
the
lot?
number of, like,
that's kind of fun, maybe.
Like the style.
It's good written.
The style,
well.
it is written really well. That's the thing, is the style's really comedic. Like when you go and you see all the credits when you open up, and they're random stuff like director not needed, or it'll say like I forget. There's a ton of different stuff, but
that's fun.
Like, it's supposed to be a really comedic game.
Yeah.
Like the game made you spend 20 minutes gathering scraps to build together something in the shape of a penis and put it in your base, and it gave you nothing at all, and then at the end it was like, all right, now you can do stuff that's actually useful or something.
Oh my god.
So it's like, it has this comedic approach, but it's really cool because you go out, you get scraps, or you basically survive like you do in Subnautica.
Yeah. And the goal is to have to rebuild your ship so you can take off again or something?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm still not there yet.
And what's that called again?
Breathedge.
Breathedge. Is it free or does it cost money?
It's on Game Pass for free, but if you don't get on Game Pass, I'm pretty sure it's like $19.99 or something. So
I gotcha. Oh, cool, Steam. All right, so that's what you're playing?
Yep.
All right, let's hit to the news.
The Joystick News Report. Joystick News!
All right, so let's talk news here. First of all, what? Did you see that Xbox? Now, this is just I think this might be a rumor, so don't hold it to the folks at Joystick here, but I think it was Comic Book or somebody came out and said that Xbox is considering bringing out new consoles at the next year, or sometime this year, next year probably. But what they're talking about doing is just basically revamping the Xbox Series S, right? Updating it a little bit with stuff, and the Xbox One S, right? And the Series X a little bit too, so there'll be like a second gen Series X or Series S already. And they said they're going to upgrade a little bit and do different things to it. And they're trying to make the price points lower. So I'm wondering if they're going in and just like making components that are cheaper or something like that.
Is this next year?
I don't know. It was a rumor saying, sometimes coming in 2022, I think. So
I guess actually,
because they're saying they want the One S to be about $250, and they want the Series X to be $350, not $499.
In the same
and have the same technologies and stuff.
Really?
So I don't know what's going on with that. That'd be crazy. That means you could have bought me two for the price of one. No, just kidding.
Honestly, if
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How crazy is that? And especially after the chip manufacturers are doing all these PSAs. I mean, they can't get chips. Now they're trying to maybe they're going to redo it with a different kind of chip or different way to make it.
Hopefully they do that with a PS5, so I can get a PS5 for cheaper.
Yeah, I don't know, because that's still up there too, $700. So, anyways, that was something in the news. Just look out for that. I'll move on because I don't want to spend too much time on it. It might just be a rumor, but I saw that through. What else? Oh, big news, right? What'd you see this week? You're all giddy as a schoolgirl. What was it?
What did I see? Oh, that's right. So PlayStation event. They launched so many new games on it. The biggest one they announced was Spider-Man 2 for the PS5. It's PS5 exclusive only, but they launched the trailer. The graphics looked amazing. You're gonna play.
Why would they do that? Nobody can get a 5.
I don't know, but it's not coming out for another 2 years. 2023.
All right, which we're gonna talk about next. Go ahead.
They released it. The graphics look amazing. It is not a gameplay trailer, but they look really good. Venom's in it. They announced that Venom was in it at the end, and there's a voice talking throughout the trailer that says like, "Oh, I've been looking for somebody who can beat me or whatever," which sounds exactly like Kraven the Hunter. Okay. So assuming that it sounds exactly like him, and that's something he would say. And Kraven the Hunter is one of my favorite villains to actually have in a Spider-Man game, because they had it in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 game.
Yeah.
Which for the Xbox 360.
What's his name?
Kraven the Hunter.
Kraven the Hunter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and that was really fun. So they're probably gonna bring back Kraven, and Venom are almost confirmed right now.
Is that the guy with the big lion thing over him? Yeah.
Lion mane. And it seems really cool because they've already had the first one with Peter, and then the second game with, it's not really the second game, but it was like
Miles.
Yeah, with Miles. And then in this game, you're both. I don't know.
So it can be co-op?
No.
What?
You can't. It's not.
Why can't they make a co-op game?
I don't know.
Why can't I be Miles and you be Spider-Man and we go swing around? It'd be cool because then we can web each other with friendly fire.
Here's the thing. That would be cool, but I don't think it's needed. Like, yeah.
Oh, it's needed for me.
No, like it would be really cool. But
so do you have to swing back and forth between the two or something, probably?
And it's probably like different missions, different. Here's what it probably gonna be. You're gonna start the storyline as Spider-Man. You're gonna go through different missions, changes you to different characters, and at the very end, you can just change.
Is it gonna use the Iron Man Spider-Man outfit, the best one?
Yeah, no, actually, in the trailer, he has a new suit. The one you saw the trailer, the one with the
Oh, that's right too. I'm sorry, I forgot. I did see it.
Yeah, with the legs coming out.
Yes.
That's not the Iron Spider, but it's a new one that he created in the thing. So it's like a mix between the PS4 and the Iron Spider.
Nice.
That looks
good.
The game looks really good. It's hard to tell everything it's going to be about just from the little 30-second trailer they gave, but yeah, I'm excited for that. But that's not it for the PS5 event, is the thing.
What is it?
Because Insomniac made Spider-Man, or they made the first Spider-Man on PS4, which everyone loves the company now because they did it so well.
Yeah.
So just Insomniac's just really good at making Marvel games, and they announced that Insomniac is also making a Wolverine game.
Ooh.
Which I'm really excited
for
because if they can do that well in Spider-Man, then they could do.
But they don't make bloody games though. It's not really bloody though.
No, so Insomniac also made this other game called Sunset Overdrive, I think it's called, and that game's pretty bloody. Yeah. So they have experience with it.
It's kind of like
Plus, did you see the Wolverine trailer?
No.
It looks really good. The graphics and
the blood. So they already got trailers out for that one too. When's that due out?
It's not a trailer. It's just a little teaser. It's like 2023, I think, too, or 2022 maybe. I don't know. But that looks really good too, and you know it's gonna be good when it looks really good just from a 30-second trailer that doesn't show anything except like he's sitting at a bar and his hands has like a drink in his hand and his knuckles are all bloody. Yeah. And behind him is this guy who starts walking up with a knife, and the graphics look amazing. He flips the knife, and then his claws come out, and it was so cool.
That's cool.
And the game looks like it's gonna be really good, but
nice. More Marvel stuff.
Yeah, but it's all Insomniac. I would be less excited for the game
if it wasn't.
If it was a different publisher, because the way that they make their games are really good.
Right. Make sure you tweet them and add them to the thing. They love you. You love them. It's a beautiful relationship. All right, so let's talk about this. It's a good segue though, because let's jump down one on here. Release date issues. Are you not tired? I'm tired of this game's coming out, showing this game. I mean, obviously, Cyberpunk 2052 or whatever, 72 or 78, whatever that, was slated to come out 5 years prior, never did. I mean, they're starting to talk about games coming out and you get excited, and then you look at the dates and they're ridiculous. Like I saw Mass Effect 5 they talk about. I'm like, oh my god, that's awesome. Yeah, due out in 2025. I mean, come on, guys. I can't look 2 weeks ahead and schedule myself, right, for excitement, much less 2025. What is your thought on that? I mean, Dragon's Age, they're talking about a 4 coming out, which I know is a good series, not until 2023. I mean, why? Why bother? Is it just for PR and just to keep it in? That bugs me more than it makes me excited.
The thing is, I get that, but like, if you think about it, all of these games are getting announced and coming out later, that the point where you're really, no matter how far away it seems, you're always getting a new game. Because like, somebody said the same thing 4 years ago, saying this game was going to come out in 2021, and now we're getting it. Yeah. Now, somebody said the same thing 3 years ago, said it's coming out in 2022.
Well, I mean, I get it. I think maybe part of the answer would be as well because they take so long because of the graphics and how great they are. You know what I mean? I guess there's some of that, so they can now announce it way earlier because they're going to be spending all this time on it. Which is interesting because they haven't changed the pricing of games, so it's still a lot of...
Yeah, there's a difference between a game being delayed and them making
That's a great valid point.
Them making a release date far away.
Maybe that's it. I'm just so tired of the delays. Right. But that's the thing. Is it going to be a 2023 game that then gets delayed? Yeah, you know what I mean?
Then that's a problem. But I think because, like, for Dying Light 2, 2019, they released a... or 2018 maybe? When it was a while ago. They released the first gameplay trailer at at some event, I forgot which one. But then they said the release date was gonna be like 2020, March 2020. Right. So I waited for a year and whatever to get it. March came around. I was super excited. They said spring. Then they said it was going to be delayed to that Christmas. So I waited. 2020 Christmas comes around. Then they said it's being delayed to the then they said it's being delayed to this Christmas, and now it's for sure coming out on December 7th.
And this is Far Cry.
Dying Light 2.
Not Far Cry. Dying Light. Yeah.
And I think that's the problem is when you delay something like that. And the thing that made me even like the most mad is because a big reason they delayed it was because their team working on it wasn't like happy with the manager or whatever.
Oh, really?
Like he was bossing around. It's stuff that's so like you can fix it.
Yeah.
Instead of like
that's going on with a lot of stuff. Blizzard dealt with that. I mean,
yeah.
I think,
but I get when the game isn't ready.
Wargaming is dealing with that.
Like, yeah, I don't know. If the game's not ready to be released because it's just not as good as you want it to be, which is the excuse they used, then I can see why it's getting delayed. But it's like to an extent. But they also should just. I don't know if you have 2 years to work on it, but it is a really ambitious game. But then it's just I sort of get it, but it's just kind of annoying that the reason was because they couldn't get along, basically.
Right.
So,
yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting. I thought I'd bring up this conversation because I see it happen a little bit more as I'm looking ahead. You know what I mean? On these games coming up. Before it used to be like, oh, this game's popping up. It'll be out in November, right? Or spring of 2022.
Yeah, they still do that, but just for smaller games, not AAA.
All right, what else we got? Just a quick thing. I saw Dungeons and Dragons is coming out with a new game from the Dragonlance campaign. Now, I didn't play the first one, but I heard it was actually pretty sweet. And there's going to be more info coming out this year. It's called Skyraiders of Abraxas, or Abrax? Abrax must be. But the cool thing about it I like is it's cross streaming with physical role playing. So their books, source books, and everything are coming out ahead of time from Wizards of the Coast, and then they're doing the launch in the game. So the characters and some of the stuff if you want to do a role play physically and then jump on and play the game, might be a cool combo. So I might look into that, doing some physical role playing off of that, and then getting the game and doing it too. So that's kind of cool. I don't think the timing has been ever that close, so I'm kind of excited about that. Maybe there's more of that'll happen down the line, which I'm kind of into. So that's one piece. What was the other thing? My last piece I want to bring up here is mobile gaming. I see more and more games being done, and I saw you play a couple games on mobile and everything. We really don't talk about mobile, but yet, I mean, there's so many games, and I think so many people are moving to mobile, right? Because they don't have time sitting in front of the computers, unlike you. That you know what I mean? And so they want to be gaming, and when they're not, at their computer, or they're waiting at the office, at the doctor's office, or wherever they're playing. You know what I mean? Just different things like that. What's your take on it?
Mobile games are getting pretty good. Marvel just released their very first open world mobile game.
Yeah.
Where you can be any character you want, like Spider-Man, all this, and just it's open world.
Right.
And there's campaign.
And a lot of it's free to play stuff too, right? Where you can buy and upgrade. They're taking on that model too,
yeah, it's completely free to play. An open world.
Well, some are. I know some I've seen.
No, I'm saying this game, the Marvel game they released, but. Yeah, mobile games are actually are getting there.
Yeah. Well, because they're little machines. I mean, those machines, the graphics, the look of them, the screens.
Yeah, I don't know.
Still small though, but
there's just a weird. The only thing I have with mobile games is there's a weird. It's either you play a really simple game.
Yeah.
Which I like because it keeps my attention span.
Yeah.
Or until they pop ads, which I can talk about in a second. Or it's a really big game that's 7 gigabytes on your phone, and it's all about like role playing or like an RPG. It's an MMO or whatever.
It takes up a lot of space.
And that not only does it take a lot of space, but I just don't have. It feels like I would be grinding a game that when it's on my phone, it's not worth anything or something.
Yeah. You definitely have to grind on those games. I've seen most of them.
But it's either that or you get a free game. Mobile game industry makes me so mad because people, it's just scamming people basically. You download a game that you think is gonna be fun, or they have an ad for it, and it's the easiest thing, but the person on the ad is messing up. Right? Like it'll say like, oh,
do this. Like the ones where if you pull this down, pull this down. Yeah.
Right, and they'll purposely mess up, and you're like, that was the easiest thing. And it works. It makes you buy it. You're like, I could do that easily. That's kind of what they do.
Yeah.
And then you buy it, and then as soon as you get in, every 5 seconds they pop an ad in your face.
Yeah.
And you have to try and like
maneuver through it.
Yeah, and you get through the app to finally play the game. You beat like the level. After the level, they give you another ad, and then you just delete the game, and that's the cycle, and it works for them. They make money off of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why it's
and again, as somebody from the media marketing background and advertising there's two models. There's free to play, right? And you can sit and you're willing to sit through that, or you're willing to pay $2.99 or $5.99, no ads, right? So there is that reality. I mean, they got to pay their designers. They got to pay for them. I understand that. But there is, I think, a point of diminishing returns where you do need to give the person the experience, right? And so some of these guys that have done it well, right, along the way, Wargaming and Blizzard, with, all these type of guys that do free to play, they have done it right where they give you enough content, right, to make it valuable that you want to keep playing versus just spam you.
Well, the thing is, the amount of money that they make off of making mobile games is crazy.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Because,
well, that's what I'm saying. Everything's moving. A lot of it's moving there, too. I mean, really, it's going to be cross-platform anything. So the only thing it is, it's a little little computer machine, right? You can put Steam on your phone, right? And play off of Steam on your phone with games. So I don't think there's going to be much difference outside of the app world. I was just curious. We should probably look at a few more of those and add that segment if we're going to do it, because I think there's a lot more people doing it.
Possibly,
so, what do you think, Rumble Pack? Is that something we want, don't want? We'll probably get more time to be able to talk about some more games, too, since we're out and about. At least I know I would be able to. But anyways, we just want to bring it up as a conversation point and a thought. So, all right, that's the news.
This concludes your Joystick News Report.
Joystick News! Okay, I don't have much on the
Rif Rap.
Right, nothing going on. I did see a special offered on the Oculus Quest 2. They had some deals going right now, or they did on Amazon. So you might want to check those out. I don't know if it's still going on as of today, which is the 11th. But that was really the only thing on the Rif Rap that I saw that I thought might be worth it. You know what I mean? Checking out as well. So
okay,
yeah. Wait, so I miss anything? What am I missing?
The Bridge Crew.
But no, that was old on it. So,
okay.
Yeah. So, no, that was it. Nothing on the Riff. You have anything on it?
No.
I haven't been playing? Okay. All right.
Deal of the week.
Again, not a lot going on there. Again, dog days of everything going on. Every now and then I get these deals of CDs, right? Old games.
I would just say again Game Pass.
Game Pass.
Because
it's the automatic filler. You want the deal of the week? Buy Game Pass.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Crazy
amount of games you get on it as well. And that's where what was that game you said you got on Game Pass?
Breathedge and Hades are both on Game Pass.
They are.
And they're both without non-Game Pass almost $30 games. So.
Really? Yeah, to buy them straight up.
It's
there's
crazy.
No reason not
Forza, when the new Forza comes out, if it has, I'm pretty sure it already came out or something.
Yeah.
That's going straight to Game Pass.
Yeah.
Halo Infinite is going straight to Game Pass.
Yeah, there's no reason.
There's no reason.
If you have an Xbox in your household, I don't care if it's the original Xbox, you want a Game Pass for sure. So, all right. And then lastly, did we see anything? I said no new releases to even talk about.
Yeah, well, no, there are a good bit coming out.
This month? No.
This month, I think. Well,
Far Cry. Let's see. What do we have here? I'm gonna say Far Cry, but it's not. What is Far Cry 2? That's why I keep bringing that up in the middle of the conversation. New releases. Whoa! Hey, let's just stop that. Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
No, it's already out.
Yeah. I was just saying, that just popped up. No, I didn't see a lot going on in the gaming world. I mean, you got your sports games that are out, right? On the Switch. Let's see. No, that's also going to be a video. Nothing. Boom.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like
Far Cry 6.
Yeah, I don't know. In the next few weeks.
Yeah, we'll have some more stuff to talk about on that, I'm sure. Because, like I said, it goes from famine to feast.
The only thing I know is coming October. It might be later October, so we might end up just talking about it next show. Is Battlefield 2042.
Oh, right.
Battlefield 2042 is coming out October. I don't know when. If it's early or late. I'm assuming it's late, like 24th maybe.
Right.
21st.
I mean, there's stuff way coming down, like December. There's going to be like that Star Siege Tribes from Sierra. There's Baldur's Gate. There's some stuff coming in.
When is Elder Scrolls coming?
I don't know. I saw that coming around, as well. So all the stuff is due out, but nothing right now. Nothing to be looking at. So keep your head down. Keep playing the games that you have, and like I said, check out a couple of these that Thing 12 just mentioned. See if it's see what your thought is. Please actually send us comments, questions on it, or sarcastic remarks. As always, we appreciate you listening each and every week. And how do they get a hold of us if they want to do so?
You can get a hold of us at joystick_show on Twitter, joystickshow.com, joystickshow@gmail.com, or our Discord at joystick_show.
Very cool. All right, another show, another one bites the dust. All right, till next time. Game on.
Joystick, the Joystick Show.